In December 2007, a 20-year-old Lionel Messi walked into the visitors' locker room at Camp Nou for a charity photo shoot. His partner for the session was a 5-month-old infant whose parents had won a local neighborhood raffle to be there. That infant was Lamine Yamal. 19 years later, he and Messi will meet on the pitch for the world title. The competitive stakes are direct: the reigning champions of Europe against the defending champions of South America and the world. It is a statistical rarity. Since official rankings were introduced in 1992, this is the first time the world number 1 and number 2 ranked nations have faced off in the final. This match represents a point of impact for several shifting forces in the sport, bringing record-breaking individual performances, new commercial structures, and international diplomacy into a single 90-minute window. Spain arrives in the final with a defense that has allowed only 1 goal throughout the entire tournament. This record is the product of an attacki-taka system engineered by coach Luis de la Fuente, which relies on high possession and strict collective discipline to prevent counterattacks. Facing that system is a 39-year-old Lionel Messi, whose 2026 performance is currently exceeding the metrics of his previous tournament runs. This chart maps the age of every World Cup hat-trick scorer in history. Most of these milestones occur in a player's mid-20s. Messi's 2026 hat-trick sits well outside this cluster, making him the oldest player to ever reach that mark. If Argentina wins, he will also become the first player to lead his team to 2 different world titles as captain. We are seeing a flawless collective defensive system tested by an individual performance that is operating outside the sport's historical age curves. The match will also be subject to a significant structural change. For the final, FIFA has introduced an extended 30-minute halftime entertainment show. This doubles the length of the standard break, forcing players to remain off the pitch twice as long as they are conditioned for. This graph illustrates the physiological impact. A standard 15-minute break allows for recovery without significant cooling, but a 30-minute gap causes a much steeper drop in muscle temperature, disrupting Spain's high-intensity rhythm. In contrast, Argentina's physical conservation model is better suited to this delay, giving their older roster an extended window to recover stamina. In this environment, a commercial requirement is creating a specific tactical shift that did not exist in previous finals. There is also a diplomatic layer to this match, following Argentina's semi-final win over England. During their victory celebrations, the Argentine squad displayed a banner regarding the Falkland Islands, causing an immediate surge of tension between the 2 nations' fan bases. The reaction was swift. The UK government has called for a formal investigation, leading FIFA to open a probe into the Argentine team's conduct just as they prepare for the final. This creates an environment of intense external pressure for the Argentine players, who are now facing institutional scrutiny alongside their match preparation. The banner, the subsequent probe, and the involvement of government officials have layered a specific political friction onto the 90 minutes of play. These records, commercial changes, and diplomatic tensions will all be present on the pitch at the opening whistle. A Spanish victory would mark a new period of European success, led by the same player who shared a locker room with Messi nearly 2 decades ago. For Argentina, the win would mean a 2nd consecutive title and a captaincy record for Messi that has no precedent in the history of the sport. The 2026 final marks the moment where the sport's history, its tactical present, and a new commercial model occupy the same pitch.